Greetings, I'm Epictetus, and this is Epic Tech. Greetings, I'm Epictetus, and this is Epic Tech. Oh, wow. It's been a while. I'm back. I mean, I'm back in Space Engineers. I'm back in this game. I'm back for a reprise. That's right, you've seen the title, and you're probably wondering what it means. And I'll tell you what, it's something I've been thinking about for a long time. I'm going to not redo, going to re explore my original series from 5.5 years ago when I had, I think, 20 subscribers. I started a series on space engineers, and it very quickly became not only the most popular thing on my channel, but the most fun I've had in a very long time. And I want to do it again. Now, I can't do the exact same thing again, but I thought, you know what? I can have the same fun again. So we're going to have kind of the same goals. If you haven't seen the original series, it's an interesting blast from the past. Not only have I changed a lot, but so has this game. Well, it's matured. It's become beautiful. I mean, it was pretty before, but now, I don't know. There's just so much more to it. So, just like in my original series, I started off under a tree with a little buggy next to it, and I thought, you know what? Let's do it all over again. I think I've got my HUD off, so I don't know exactly where my base is, but there should be a base right over here. Is it right over here somewhere? Oh, there it is. I made a little base that's inspired by my original base in that series. And, well, we're going to kind of do the same things all over again, but different. I should show you this. I made a little thing. So this connector here, I didn't want it to be here all the time. So I made it so that, okay, I gotta get the right angle. Can I get the right angle? There you go. Can you see? Is it when I back up, it pops up like that. Anyway, so I back up and I park, and then it sees it as a subgrid and like lowers and kind of crushes the thing, but it's okay. It doesn't damage it. Anyway, in the last 5 years, I have played Space Engineers over 2,000 hours. Just to put that in context, that's 40 hours a week, 52 hours. Sorry, that's 40 hours a week for 52 weeks. So if you have a 40-hour-a-week job, which is pretty normal, then that's an entire year of work. And that's how much time I have put into this game. And, yeah, I think I've learned a few things. And the game has learned a few things. I decided to kind of put in a mix of the old and the new with this base. So this open cockpit was not available back then, but the rest is from the original game. It looks a lot better. Oh, good grief, it looks a lot better. And I used the new refinery up here. This is the new industrial refinery from the industrial DLC. But many of the other things are the same. So there's an original assembler right here. That's from the original game. Again, updated textures all the way around. This is an original battery, and this is the new Warfare battery from their brand new Warfare DLC. I remade... Let's see. I made like a maze of ladders and stairs around here, but I remade my original mining ship that you can see in the very first episode on my channel. And I remade it from scratch. I thought about projecting it in, getting the original design. I thought, no, I want to remake it. I want to remake it so it's better. And it is better. A little bit better. It's actually not that much different. Oops. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No. I'm stuck. Okay. There we go. I don't like that little transition right there. I need to do something about it, but it's not important. Anyway. Ooh. So I did start a little bit further back, I guess, than I did in my original series. In my original series, I actually had intended to do 2 episodes and then start over again from scratch. And I didn't. I ended up just playing from those original 2 episodes. In the second one, I went into space. 9. Oh, screw it. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, good grief. What did I just do? I just broke something. And that was fun. But I had already built a spaceship. I had already built something to take me off from the surface of the planet all the way out of the atmosphere into space. And then from there I went to the moon. I made a little base there. And then from there I made the iconic MBT, or mobile base thingy, because I'm bad at naming things. And the mobile base thingy took us on a tour of the universe. I mean, star system. Each of the planets and moons. Which is the entire universe in this case, because there's nothing but this solar system. Anyway, but we went around to each of the planets and the moons and checked those out. There are more planets and more moons now than in the original game. So it'll be a longer tour if we get to that point. I'm hoping to get to that point. I want to do this, like I said, all over again. A reprise. If you don't know, I don't know. I'm not a big music guy, but like I enjoy music, like everybody, but I don't super get into it. But I do know that reprise, like a reprise as a noun, means a repeating, like a section of music that is repeated. And I know somebody with more musical knowledge than me is going to correct me on that in some way, and that's okay. I like to be corrected. I like to learn new things. All right, enough of that. What I want to do today, besides showing off a little bit of this new little base that I have built, with the brand new button and the brand new doors here. They're kind of, I don't know, different than the old doors. And I think I'm going to mix in some footage of my original episode. So much has changed. It is incredible. I mean, look at this. So different. That's the old one. That's the new one. Old one. New one. See, it's like old new. I love video editing. Anyway, so yeah. Oh boy, where to start? So we drove the buggy around. This is how I got started. This thing is really cheap. I mean, it is like some of the most minimalistic. It's just the barely enough to kind of get started. Keeps you from having to fill up your own inventory and fly back and forth with your jetpack from some of the mining spots out there. And then once I got enough going, I set up a copy of my favorite script, which is Izzy's Inventory Manager. And I use that to manage the assemblers. So if I take anything out of the assemblers, or out of my storage here, it's a bad example. Out of my storage here, if I take something out of my storage and I go over here, I can see that it's making construction components because it needs to. There we go. See, it's making them. I'm going to put those back really quick so that it doesn't make too many. Not that I'm having problems with iron because of my mining ship. So actually, let's see what we need. I've got 9.2k ice. So if we're going to be building a ship to get us to outer space, I'm thinking 9.2k ice is not going to be enough. It's definitely not going to be enough. Let's not even kid ourselves here. It is not at all going to be enough. So I think what I'm going to do is go and get some more ice. That shouldn't be a problem. Hello, sir. So this is my drill. And it is all set up for drilling. I like this design, and I'll show you why as we fly. That was not intended to rhyme, but hey, why not? All right, so thrusters on, battery recharge off. Gonna go ahead and unlock. There we go. I've got a GPS for ice here. I think that's the one that I was using. Where is that? Where is that? Yeah. It's only 700 kilometers this way. Let's go grab. In theory, there's ice right here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So now, one of the tricks with this design is you gotta make sure you're straight up and down. Because if you look at the way this thing functions, it's got enough thrust to keep you from sliding if you rotate, but not by much. And once I get this thing full, if I tip off to one side, it is going to crash. It's just going to fall right into the ground. So, we're going to go into the camera. I've got a camera pointed straight down. And then we're just going to start drilling. And I'm going to yell over the sound of the drills because it's loud. Oh yeah, and once I get down a little too far, I need to turn on the lights. There we go. Ooh. It's real easy to get off kilter with this thing. So, yeah, bad things happened. Apparently my recording software decided it was okay to record sound, but not so much anything on the screen. And I did that for a good half hour, and then didn't discover it until I started editing, because that's awesome. Anyway, you didn't really miss all that much. I grabbed a bunch of ice and came down here, plugged in. It automatically pulled all of my ice out, of course. And now we have, let's see, 7,000 ice. Yeah, it's been churning away pretty quickly, turning that ice into hydrogen. I'm going to very quickly grab that ice out because I don't actually want it to use all the ice. Did I already do this? I think I actually already did this once. Yes, I did. That's okay. We're going to have 5,000 spare ice sitting in there, because sometimes I need ice for other things. Anyway, so I made an industrial hydrogen tank. Yes, an industrial hydrogen tank. And this thing is slowly filling. An entire container from that miner filled it up to 6%. So we are going to need to find a better way to gather ice. And I have some ideas for that. But in the meantime, I also did just the very beginnings. I took this pipe over and added in a large cargo container. And we will begin building the beginnings eventually of a ship to fly to space. Yes. And that'll be good. I think that's pretty much all that was done. So, nothing too exciting. And I just remembered that I have a GPS for a nearby training center of some kind, a station. So let's take a look and see where that is. So create GPS marker. Okay. Jump over here, and it's this station right here. We're going to show that on HUD. Let's see where that thing is. This respawn pod. There it is. It's 22 kilometers that direction. And that'll be good. We can start trading with the RVMC. I don't remember what that is. Royal something, I think. I don't know. Also, I found cobalt and iron, both things that I need in decent quantity. I found that right at the end right at the end of what would have been the episode if I had actually gotten a decent recording. But that cobalt is going to be super helpful because cobalt is one of those things that it is hard to get a lot of unless you can find a vein of it. So that's good stuff. So what I'd like to do next is get some sort of vehicle that will allow us to do some trading, because that's something I wasn't able to do in my original series because stations didn't exist when I had my original series. So I want to do a little bit of trading before we leave the planet, and that means we're going to have to travel 22 kilometers to do that trading. Thinking it might be nice. I wonder, I don't know what the terrain looks like between here and there. Okay, so it looks like we've got some sort of canyon and mountains, but mostly plains. We could get away with a wheeled vehicle, but I think that we're probably going to want something, you know, flying. Some sort of flying vehicle. I'm not sure. Wouldn't mind making a little, like, fast flyer. I mean, the maximum speed in Space Engineers is 100 meters per second, which, you know, isn't considerably fast in the real world, but it's plenty fast enough for going 22 kilometers. Yeah, so 100 meters per second is 1 kilometer every 10 seconds. So we're looking at 220 seconds at max speed. So it's about 4 minutes. It's not too bad. It's not close. It's not too bad if we can make something fast. So this guy isn't going to really cut it. He's meant for close range mining, and that's really it. I don't know. What do I want to do? So tell me in the comments. Long range fast flyer, long range large wheeled vehicle, or ignore the station altogether and just work on getting to space. Which, you know, you could certainly do. And that's what we're going to do. In the meantime, I'm definitely going to need more hydrogen. So I think I'm just going to do some mining in between episodes. I'm going to grab a whole bunch of ice using this little drill, and then we'll be all prepared to build whatever you think we should build. Also, don't forget to tell me what you think of the idea for this series. Are you excited about it? If you are, hit thumbs up, tell your friends, subscribe if you want. Honestly, couldn't care less. I'm going to have some fun with it no matter what. So, all right. I'll see you next time on Epic Tech. Now let's hope that recording actually happened.